Morning, everyone out there, YouTube. I am back with another video. This one isn't really an informative one. I just kind of feel like ranting, as I always do. So, I was thinking a lot with all this stuff about YouTube and all the shit that's happening. You know, if you haven't heard of it, the advertisers pulling out and like all these people are like, oh my god, support me on Patreon, all this stuff. It just had me thinking, right? So, it had me thinking about the stuff that I don't like about YouTube, which is a lot of it. A lot of it has to do with I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of vloggers, and I'm not really. I usually go on YouTube just for like to make a video like this, or listen to music, or conspiracy videos, or law, or something like, just something around that, like that. Not necessarily focused on you know on vloggers and stuff. But the times that I have seen it seems very much like on YouTube you can't be yourself. You can't be a real person because, oh my God forbid, you know what I mean? You want to get those views and you want to make sure you get that one viral video, you know what I mean? Um, that's part of the reason why I'm like, I don't go over the top. I don't try to do all these outlandish and stupid things. I have videos that I do outlandish shit with, but I don't necessarily put them on YouTube. Or if I do, I'll put it on YouTube and then I'll take it off because I'm like that. No, people don't need to see that. But it's like people can't be real. Like it's kind of like Facebook, where people on Facebook, I don't know if it's like that with your friends, but with my friends, and I'm sure with everyone, um, people tend to put the good things. They don't ever want to talk about the bad things. They always put the pictures of, oh my God, we're together. Oh my God, we're happy. Oh my God, look at this nice place that I have, etc., etc. But then you go, and then you actually meet them in person. They're like, it's almost like they have like the shittiest life ever. And that's like, you know, that's not my style of doing things. I'm very much a personable guy. I like interacting with people and I like talking to people. Hence why I'm actually putting videos out. I've had a YouTube account since since it came out, but I never actually put videos on there because, one, I didn't think people would actually be interested in what I have to say, so I never actually tried it. Two, I I just I never because I never had a reason to do it. Three, I was mainly focused on, back then it was like Kelly's shoes, and a whole bunch of other shit. Um, but it's like, I understand that YouTube is meant to be entertaining. It's supposed to be for entertainment for the people. Um, and I get that. But you have to remember, I was on YouTube back when it first came out, way before advertisers even got into like the thing of it. People had more freedom to do things. People could express themselves a lot more. People could do more without being limited. You know what I mean? And now, fast forward to 20 fucking 17, and it's like you have, advertisers came in and changed the whole rules of YouTube and made it to where people have to abide by these rules, or else they're so, like, vloggers now are so dependent on the ad revenue that comes in that they can't focus on themselves. Like, they have to create content, or yeah, they have to create content that they don't really want to make, or they have to censor themselves because of advertisers and because YouTube's being an ass. But that's part of the reason why, like I said, I approach it the way that I do, is because I'm not in it for the money. I like interacting with people. I like talking to people. I like engaging with people. And I don't I may not always have I may not always have a universal opinion of things, and I typically don't, because I tend to think outside the box. But I never shut anyone's opinion out. I always want to make sure everyone has a voice, and people can say what they want to say, because that's the point of YouTube. And I don't ever want to feel as though I'm constrained or that I can't say what I want to say because money is involved. Or I mean, if it ever gets to that point that I have to rely on ad revenue for YouTube, I'd rather just, get another job. Like that's like I don't do YouTube out of trying to, I don't make videos on YouTube to try to get money. That's definitely not what my goal is at all. Honestly, what made me start posting videos on YouTube was because the job that I have now, it's a lot of data entry. And when I'm putting in when I'm putting in the numbers, I get bored and I can only listen to music for so long. Like I used to listen to my iPod, and I used to listen to Pandora on my phone and stuff. And that got so repetitive, and so because I listened to these same songs like over and over and over, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like doing that. So watching YouTube, and then actually being able to listen to YouTube while I'm working, I think that's pretty cool because that actually introduced me to new people, or like vlogs that I never ever looked at or pay attention to. It's just something to take on my time. And that's when I started watching, like putting videos out, because I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe someone else might be bored at work or bored doing something and want to watch something or someone, and that's really that's really what got me started. And it's not like I don't have any plans of growing a business, or selling fucking t-shirts, or and like accruing like what, like 10,000. I don't even plan on getting 10,000 subscribers ever. Like that's not even like the shit that I talk about. So like a lot of stuff on YouTube is like is very the what is it, the quality of the content, right? The quality is very much like, you have to sit in front of a camera, and then you have to talk to the camera as if you're talking to that person, and then it switches, and then you go to another spot, and then it switches when you're talking about something else, and then it switches again. Like I can't do that. Like I guess it works for me because I'm ADHD, and it's like when I see it constantly switching like that, I'm like, ooh, something new, a new angle. But for me, it's like that takes away, like when it's cut and edited like that. That's not me. That's not what I don't like doing. That I can do it. I have the computer. I have the technology. I have the Mac to do it. But that takes away from the personable value of what it is. Like vlogs used to be, before YouTube came out, and before this kind of entertainment value came out, vlogging was about like just talking to people. It wasn't like you didn't have to edit your videos, you didn't have to do all this shit. I'm not trying to get all these subscribers based on how flashy my videos are, how top quality I'm glad that I have a nice camera that you could see me with. That's it. That's all you need. And if you need someone else, I'm not the channel you need to go to. You need to go to like a different fucking channel, watch them, enjoy their shit, like, subscribe their stuff. I'm not it. And that's probably, unless I'm making a video about a trip that I was going to or something. I was actually going to do one for Vegas, and I didn't feel like doing it because I was drunk most of the time anyway. So I couldn't have done that. But if I wanted to make like these compilation videos, then I could, but it takes a lot of time, and that's time that I really don't have. But I just enjoy like the personable kind of thing where I can talk and unedited, with the stutters and everything, and the uhs and the the pauses, all that stuff, because we're human, we're people. That's what we do. If we have to think about what to say, we're gonna have to say we need those filler moments. So videos are only as fluid as you can make them, right? So I say all that to say, like, that was a rant. Obviously that's what I do, but that's part of the reason why I'm saying I rant, and that's what I do. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. But I don't ever want to be that guy who gives into the YouTube ethics or standards or whatever that you have to do. I just enjoy talking to people, and I enjoy having that connection and that one-on-one kind of feel, you know. Even though it's not, I like to make it seem so. And I'm never going to be one of those guys who makes these flashy videos where I go from here, and then I go from here, and I go from here, you know. So, yeah, leave a comment down below. That's one of the things about vloggers that just bothers me, is that they're so like stuck on this thing that they have to adhere to a certain rule of like how to make videos, and if they don't, then their likes go down, and they don't get any money, and it's like all this stuff. All this is fueled by corporate capitalism, which is why I don't like fucking doing it. So which is why I'm not gonna get into it. So yeah, if you have any comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you think, what videos you watch, and if it bothers you when these vloggers who you're watching kind of stick to the same thing. No one ever deviates from anything anymore, you know what I mean? So apparently, I didn't realize this. Sorry, I'm almost done, promise. But apparently there was this thing called what was the challenge? Like, it was like the unedited challenge. I didn't even know it was a challenge. I just found out about it like last week. And people had such a hard time actually just talking to the camera, instead of, because they're so used to they're so used to hiding behind their flashy intros, and you know, the music that plays, like the light elevator music that plays in the background, and you know, they're so used to hiding behind all this fancy shit, that by the time they had to actually like go to the camera and just talk, they were like, this is awkward, because I haven't had to talk to a camera like directly in like 5 years. It's like, what? You know, I don't know. That's just me. I feel like the vlogging that I do is like old style vlogging, old people vlogging, you know. I don't do that shit, like that fancy shit. So leave a comment. Yeah, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you find, what you think. If my style of doing it is just shitty, obviously you wouldn't watch it, but I mean, I could take criticism. I mean, constructive criticism. I could take that easily. Yeah, so you guys have a good weekend. It's Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna get fucked up tonight, so if you don't see me next week, I'm probably still hungover. So have a good night and have a good weekend.